I don't know if it came through on this speaker or on this microphone, but Beans just farted when I asked him if he was going to miss me. Decided to work for us again. I'd like to say it was something that I did, but it wasn't. Actually, it may have been. The safety switch under the seat was unplugged.
Oh, is that
I plugged it in, but it had been unplugged for the entire time that was the only thing I did.
About a sensor that sends somebody operating.
Yeah, there's a butt switch back here for when you're sitting on it, and that was unplugged. But that had been unplugged before. So maybe that was what made the difference, but it had been unplugged for the whole time we've had it. Either way, I think this thing needs a fuel filter, and I feel a lot better just having it in here.
Yes.
Because then we can tinker with it and bring somebody out and be legit. As long as it's not out in the elements in the rain, I feel a lot better about it. Howdy, folks. I'm Sean, the Modern Yeoman, and I'd like to welcome you back to another edition of the Modern Yeoman. As you saw in the intro, I got Old Blue working again. I don't know how. I think I'm not even gonna make an estimation at what I did to get this thing running again, because it's probably just a fluke. It's probably just luck. But I'm happy because it's under here in the carport, so it won't be out in the elements. And so when Holly and I get back from our trip, which we'll talk about here in a second, I'm gonna give this baby a full-on workup, tune up everything, oil change, definitely change out the fuel filter, probably lube up the grease points. I'm gonna give this baby something it might not have had in a little while, and that's a full-on tune-up. The reason why I have this episode is because Holly and I are gonna be gone for about a week, and you probably won't see us on Wednesday. I don't know. We're actually going to be in Atlanta for something to do with my work, and Holly actually is able to come with me, which is fun. And it always makes me sad leaving the homestead. It makes me sad leaving my chickens and my turkeys, my pigs, my garden, most of all my family, my mom and dad and Nana Jana here. But that actually leads me to the good part about all this. I'm leaving, Holly and I are leaving. We don't really have to worry, because the Yeostead is being taken care of by Nana Jana, by my parents, my mom and dad. They're going to hold down the Yeostead for us while we're gone, and that's part of the beauty of living on, I guess you can call it a family compound of sorts. One family can leave, and the other people can cover their tracks, take care of the garden, take care of the animals, take care of all the maintenance stuff. So on the one hand, I'm really sad to leave. I'll be gone from my beloved Yeostead for a week. But on the other hand, I feel really blessed and really lucky that I'm in a position where I've got a family member that lives here on the Yeostead, and they'll be able to take care of everything for me. So let's go talk with those folks. Dad actually has something cool that he's working on that I wanted to show you guys. We may check in with Nana Jana too to see if she's ready to handle being alone out here at our house for the next week. But let's go chat with them. So you're going to be watching, you and Mom and Nana Jana are all going to be watching the farm while we're gone for about a week. Not quite a week.
5 days,
we'll be back
maybe?
here
Something like that.
Thursday, I think. Mm-hmm. Somebody left a comment where they said, you should start filming your own episodes when I'm gone. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I don't know if that's my specialty, my wheelhouse or
You
not.
might want to think about it. I think there'd be a little bit of a clamor among the Yo folks out there to see Dad filmed episodes. Anyways, you've got a project you've been working on. Do you want to show it to us real quick?
Yeah, working on some kitchen cabinets. So.
Let's take a peek. So you busted it down. You had already made the cuts.
Right.
So this is cabinets. You're going to redo the cabinets in the kitchen.
Correct. Just it's a lot of research because as many different cabinet makers there are an equal amount of ways to make cabinets.
And there's a whole new lingo that you have to learn. There's carcasses and rabbits and name some other ones for me.
Dados.
Dado cuts and
Yeah, it's been interesting doing the research. There comes a time when you have to get off your butt and
just do it.
Just start.
I'm very
going at it.
excited to see this cabinet project come together. You said this is pretty easy to Lego back together, right?
Yeah, so I've already done a dry fit with this.
Okay.
This is really kind of my initial attempt. And so far, it seems to be fitting together well. This will be in fact, it will be the longest cabinet, 36-inch cabinet, which is about as long as you want to go. I'll have two of these, an 18-inch and actually another 18-inch. So I've got a few cabinets to make.
Awesome. Let's put this thing together.
Yeah. Well, that's a rabbit.
Right here is a rabbit, and these are
Yeah, and you got to be careful how you pronounce it because people who do woodworking, they'll call you out on it. It's not a rabbit, like, you know,
It's
a bunny.
a rabbit?
It's a rabbit with an ET on the end. And some people actually call it a rebate, which you don't hear very often. But
you've watched plenty of
Yes.
woodworking YouTube, so you've learned the different types of...
Yep, that's true.
I'm going to hold that.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Got that
I
one.
do.
Put that in there. That one in there.
Nice.
Cool. What I don't have in there right now, it would take another minute to do it, is the backer panel.
So typically this
That
would
just
slide in.
It just slides in.
Okay.
And I have done it with a dry fit.
So how are you going to end up adhesing this eventually?
Yeah, wood glue for sure up here in the dados and the rabbits. And because these sides are not going to be exposed at all, it's just going to be one right after the other,
Yeah.
and there's going to be two walls on either side. I have the freedom to also just put screws in on the sides, on the
Yep.
bottom and the top.
That makes it easier.
I did a mock-up face frame.
Is it a mock-up if you end up using it?
This is stained, and I'm not going to
okay.
use a stained one. Plus, it's pine, and it's just a little too soft for the wood. But let me move this forward a little bit. So I pinned it on yesterday, and I think I took a picture of it. I can maybe send that to you. But this basically, again, it's a mock-up, so the real one will be made of poplar, and we're going to paint it. It's kind of like an off-white. That's sort of what we decided.
Well, thanks, Dad. We expect for all the cabinets to be done when we get back on Thursday.
Don't hold your breath.
Well, it might. I might be surprised. It may be done. This whole project may be finished by the time we get back.
I hope there will be some good progress, but done, I think that might be a little bit optimistic.
Regardless, we thank you for helping take care of the homestead while we're gone.
Oh, sure.
I know you're splitting up some duties with Jana. I think you're going to be handling the pigs and the chickens, right?
Correct. And the turkeys.
And the turkeys, yeah. And you think you've got a handle on everything?
I don't know.
You better.
It's gonna be tough.
Frank and Beans are hungry boys.
Yeah.
They've got more room to roam, and they know Dad pretty well.
Yeah.
They start squealing whenever he comes around, which means they know that he brings food.
They associate me with whatever kitchen slop we've got.
Yeah.
So
are you going to give them? Recently, I've started giving them showers. I've started hosing them down. Are you going to hose them down?
Oh yeah, I got to do that. That's
They love
it's just fun to watch.
They love it. Well, thanks, Dad. We appreciate it. Enjoy the farm while we're gone.
Yeah. Safe travels.
Thanks. What you guys think? You gonna miss me? Huh, Frank and Beans? You gonna miss me? I don't know if you heard that when I said, "Are you gonna miss me?" Beans. I don't know if it came through on this speaker or on this microphone, but Beans just farted when I asked him if he was gonna miss me. I don't know if that's a positive answer or a negative one. I love you too, Beans. Well, that's what happens. He farted that time again, too. So, we're gearing up. We don't actually own a minivan. we're renting this one, but I gotta say, it's kind of nice.
I don't think so.
I'm kind of liking all this room. We've got a kid on the way. Maybe.
We're not going to rock a minivan. We're not there yet.
We're not quite there yet, but I will say,
We
just
won't be
renting
there.
it, look at all that space. I gotta tell you, it's pretty
I am not
nice.
team minivan.
Are you ready to go on our trip? You ready to hang out in Atlanta for almost a week?
I'm ready for a trip. I'm not ready to call myself a minivan owner.
You heard it from her, folks. Well, the Yeostead is in good hands. My parents, Van and
Or
Jana.
so we think.
So we think. We're all taking care of it. What do you think? Are we in good hands? Like your shirt.
We are. Ain't it great? Yeah.
It looks really good. You can get it at the link below in the description if you're interested in it. So we are on our way. I just thought I'd do a quick update video. It's sad to leave the homestead, but we are very, very lucky and very blessed to have such good people to take care of it while we're gone. Until we see you guys next time, probably not Wednesday, probably Sunday, we'll see. Remember, as always, slowly.
Slowly.